Hi, I'm Fred.
And I'm Sarah, aka the Paris Quiz Mistress.
We're two friends addicted to trivia, and we're
rewatching
Alias.
But this is not an Alias podcast. Fred.
Hey, Sarah.
We are back in action.
I can barely believe it, but we're back.
I can't believe we made it through a whole season and that we decided to keep going. Yeah, so I think we should just get into it, I guess, right? Because we know 99.9% of you are here for the trivia, so let's get to do some trivia. But, okay. This is where you can, if you need, skip forward 60 seconds because Fred is going to summarize the Season 2, Episode 1 of Alias, Enemy Walks In. Ready, go.
At the end of the last season, Sydney was in bounds, and then her mom walked in because she was the man, and she manages to escape from that Hong Kong prison again. Is it Taiwan? It might be Taiwan. She runs out and then she goes back home. And I think at one point, Will tells her, "Excuse me, did you just say you got shot by your mom?" And it's like, my life is a nightmare. And then, she goes to rescue Vaughn. And then he's like about to be carved up like a turkey by Casanao. And then she walks in and she fights Casanao. And then she jabs him with like the syringe in the heart, like in Pulp Fiction. And then Vaughn is just fine. He's just like, "Hey, how you been doing?" And then they just walk out. And then Jack tells Will that he has to pretend to be high on heroin so that he can not be killed by SD6. And later they go to specifically the port of Barcelona in Spain. And then they fight there, and Mom is also there sniping people. She kills Casanao, and then she walks into the CIA as a walk-in, and she surrenders.
Yep, that was about it. So I have prepared a quiz for you based on something that happened in this episode, but having nothing to do really with Alias because
this is not an Alias podcast.
Not.
Boo, 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 boo.
So what do you want to quiz about?
Adrenaline? Do you have a quiz about adrenaline?
I thought about different like drugs or hormones and stuff, but no, I have a quiz to kind of mourn the end of a great career of Will Tippin.
Aww.
So I have a quiz about investigative journalism.
Ooh, okay. R.I.P. Will Tippin's career.
Yes.
Yeah.
A great journalist. He got too close to the source. So, Fred, here is your 5-question quiz about investigative journalism. Question 1. In 2005, Vanity Fair reported that former Deputy Director of the FBI, Mark Felt, then aged 91, was the notorious anonymous source known as what? The statement was later confirmed by Washington Post reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein.
Ooh, so I know this one. I've watched two movies about it, including All the President's Men, and another bad one with Liam Neeson as Mark Felt. It wasn't good. So I believe that it's Deep Throat.
That is correct.
Which is also... Wait, did the porn star come before Mark Felt?
They were very similar timing.
Very suspicious about what Mark Felt was watching at the time, I guess.
Yeah, I actually don't know. I don't know the timing of that coincidence, but... I don't think that the informant was named for the adult film.
Oh, really?
It's like one of those, ants and a bug's life situations.
Except in real life with high stakes.
High stakes. Great. Question 2. A whistleblower known as John Doe leaked 11.5 million documents to German journalist Bastian Obermeier from the newspaper Süddeutsche Zeitung. Forgive the pronunciation. What was the name of the ensuing investigation, which was published in 2016 and one of the largest scale collaborations in the history of journalism, with work contributed by 107 media organizations in 80 countries?
When did he leak it again? 5?
So 2016, the reports were published.
Yeah.
It was about a year of analysis.
I would guess that it's such a large-scale effort would probably be the Panama Papers.
That is correct.
Ooh. So it started in Germany with... We don't know if it's a German source. We just know it's never been revealed.
No, it was probably somebody from the law firm.
Yeah. Never
identified.
Maybe when he's 91, he's going to be like, it was me.
Maybe it was Mark Felt.
He's an older pies. That's Mark Felt. Thank you for your service, sir.
It's a very interesting example of treating an insane amount of data. And there were a lot of really interesting kind of tools and security, like secure drops for collaborative work on really sensitive documents that came out of this.
I mean, did anyone get charged with anything?
There were so many people. Yeah, there was lots of like high up government people that were forced to resign. The Prime Minister of Iceland resigned over this. A lot of other people were brought down. And the John Doe source said that they wanted, I forget the exact quote, but they wanted to contribute to righting the wrongs of massive income inequality in the world. Next question. Which co-founder and CEO of Filipino news outlet Rappler was Time's Person of the Year in 2018 and won the Nobel Peace Prize in 2021 for her work in safeguarding press freedom as a pillar of democracy? What's her name?
I did read about Nobel Peace Prize winners recently, but not recently enough to remember that specific name. What's her name? Oh.
Do you want initials?
Okay, let's go for initials.
M.R.
M.R. Damn it. It's buried somewhere too deep, or it was never buried deep enough in my brain. I'm afraid I will not be able to recollect.
That's okay. This is a question that I wrote just for like public awareness because I feel like people should know who this is.
Yeah.
Her name is Maria Ressa.
Okay. Yes. No, I wouldn't have come up with that.
I've had the pleasure of meeting her, interviewing her.
Ooh.
We've had dinner together a couple times.
Am I one step away from a Nobel Peace Prize winner?
Apparently.
Oh my Lord. I'm so happy.
But yeah, I remember working with Rappler and being in Manila in, I guess it was like early 2016 or mid 2016.
What a year for journalism.
She said, or someone from her newsroom said, you know, we just elected our Trump, talking about Duterte.
Oh.
And, you know, saying like, you're next. And I was like, no.
Yeah, everything before Trump seemed like, a bit of so implausible and a bit of a joke that it's like it's not gonna happen. I mean, and pretty much until 3 hours before he won, still couldn't believe it would happen.
Yeah, no.
And then it happened very quickly.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, Duterte was Trump with like a lot less checks and balances, I guess, around him.
More guns.
A lot less press freedom. So thank you, Maria Ressa, and the folks at Rappler for your really wonderful work. Question number 4. Founded in 1970 and modeled after the Insight team at the Sunday Times of London, what is the name of the Boston Globe's investigative team, the oldest continuously operating investigative unit in the U.S.?
That's also something I've seen in a movie, but I only remember the movie title, so I'm going to try. Is it the movie title? Is it The Spotlight Team?
That is correct.
Oh, I forget that the title was the name of the team. Okay. A lot of people in that movie and in that real team, I assume. Thanks for their work as well.
Next question and last one of this quiz. An arthritic patent attorney named Chester Carlson applied for a patent of his own in 1938 for a process he called electrophotography. This was later changed to a term from the Greek meaning dry writing. His invention greatly contributed to the rise of whistleblowers and investigative journalism in general. What was Chester Carlson's invention?
Electrophotography, dry writing in Greek, and it helps whistleblowers?
Yep.
It's useful for whistleblowers?
Yep. And lots of other people.
Who wants to stay hidden? Oh yeah, this is not.
What do you think? What are you thinking?
Dry. I'm trying to go the etymology route. I have graph is
Writing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, writing graph. A something graph that's helpful for.
I think the dry part is going to help you more.
Yeah, if I can remember the dry part, that's a problem.
Or electrophotography. What could that be? Do you want me to maybe tell you what other professions this invention is useful for?
Yes, please.
Well, kind of all of them, but teaching.
Okay.
Teachers use this a lot.
Okay.
And it's useful for whistleblowers because it's a means of getting documents prepared for analysis or able.
What?
I guess.
Prepare for analysis.
It's also something that
like for a copy, you make copies with it?
Ding ding.
Wait, do I know this word or?
I'm looking for the photocopier.
Oh.
But xerography.
Xerography.
With an X.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Xerox with an X, xerography.
Yeah. So why was he arthritic?
Because he was writing things like longhand.
Oh, and he decided that was enough.
Yeah, he was just like, no, I can't. My fingers hurt.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Invent.
Yep.
Okay, xerography. Okay.
Yeah.
Photocopy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can do investigations better when you can scan, photocopy documents, secure.
That is true.
Yep. Cool.
Photocopy. Keep the originals.
All right. Cool. That was the trivia part.
Yoo-hoo. That was fun. We're back. Back for season 2. More trivia. Boom.
All right. So enemy walks in. Kazanau, in addition to being like a crime lord, is also a mad surgeon scientist guy.
It was the worst.
It was like his hobby.
Yeah, it's like, and when I go to Arcachon, I just slice people open. What does he do with them? He just like just touch brains. Like, what does he even do with all of that? It's so murky without being precise. It's just like, ooh, just gloomy.
Yeah, it's a mood. It's a mood.
Yeah, and of course Vaughn is just lying there with his.
The only white guy, by the way, in the lab.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I think
save the white guy, please.
2 Asian people get sliced open before him.
Yeah.
Isn't one of them alive or something? Oh no, when Sydney comes
they're
in.
all alive, but they're all just very maimed. I don't know, it just turned into like a horror movie for 2 minutes.
Yeah, it's just like, they need to be alive like oysters. It's like you need them fresh. But yeah, what do you think of Mom?
I know where we're going. I want to know what you think. Like, what's happening? What does she want? What is she doing? Well, we don't know yet.
At this point, she's woman of mystery. She's the villain, but at the end of the episode, she gives herself up for the CIA. It's the very beginning. She seems to be a sort of master strategist. I'm just waiting to see where it goes. But so far, I would say the portrayal of mom is satisfactory.
Yeah, the actress is great, Lena Olin.
I like it. Yeah.
Also, are we suspending our disbelief when Will has heroin withdrawal symptoms from doing heroin once? Is that real? Is that what happens?
Well, I have not tried heroin once to tell you, so I don't know, but maybe I felt like he was overplaying it for the sake of making it believable and also not being murdered. Yeah. Somehow the drama of Will Tippin in this show is so high stakes and so sad and so traumatizing. It's almost jarring to go back to him when I don't know what to say to Jack. Jack is like, he has Jack, oh, do you have other ways for me to be safe? And Jack says, yes, I can think of a number of other ways, but they all involve your burial. It's like, are you joking?
R.I.P. R.I.P. his career.
R.I.P. journalism.
Remember he won that award for the farmer rights thing?
The Hugo Chavez of the modern times?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. But now, I guess, terrible. Looking forward to this season, seeing what they have packed.
All right, well, see you next time.
For episode 2. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Not an Alias Podcast, produced by Celia Brondeau with original music by Mad98.
If you love what we do, leave us a tip. The link to the tip jar is in the description.
And you can follow all things trivia at Paris Quiz Mistress.
And all things Fred at Fred Me Up.
Until next time.
Stay nerdy and keep quizzing.